My wife and some of my elders weren't too happy with the last post. So I gotta calm it down. But you know, sometimes people get you riled up, man. Hey, like I told you before, I could be an NWA too, but you know, I have to present myself in an intellectual presence. All right, so my man said I take too long. My elder said there's some key words I need to take out of my speech. And my wife said, you know better than that. You're street educated, college educated, and you're well-rounded. You've been to too many places in the world, and you know too many foreigners to be acting up like that, because some of my Asian friends with Japanese, Chinese, and Korean see this. They're gonna be excited, oh, it's my black brother, and then I'm up here, you know. So I gotta have a little responsibility on YouTube. So a lot of people are wondering, why did I go after the Jewish issue, the unknown issue, the hidden issue, all right? The Assassin's Creed. The reason why, I want to explain to you, a lot of us have white friends. I got white friends. But if your white friends don't take this genocide of blacks and minorities, when I say blacks and minorities, I mean Asians, Hispanics, and Mexicans, pretty much melanated and dark people. If your white friends don't take it just as serious, you the damn enemy too. And I tell my partners that all the time. If you think and you see, because you are so drained to CNN and Fox, that you don't see the issues that's going on, you just as guilty as them. Like I said before, black folks have never, whenever a white girl come up missing, or a white boy ends up murdered, or the cops shoot it, you will never hear black folks publicly say, that's what the little white bastard get for being out there. He should have been minding he should have been doing what the police say. I told you, I double dip. You gotta work for both sometimes to stay safe, man. You train some, and sometimes my influence pans out with them. You think I don't talk about race issues to these mugs? Now I spend 3 hours beating up on police officers, bro. Disarming them, showing them that they ain't tight. I know a lot of mugs in my class don't like me. A lot of them watch this channel too. That's why I have such a low ranking of subscribers. I'm gonna tell you about this video real quick. It's just my little intro. Like I was saying about black people having white friends, and white friends not being empathetic or sympathetic to our issues, the same way I have Jewish friends too. So I made a phone call and say, hey man, I'm finna goddamn put something on YouTube. Yeah, he cool. They don't watch YouTube, they don't watch TV. They watch the stock market and they watch their money. That's it. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm describing this to a lot of you Negroes that don't know, and you white folks that are not aware. I'm gonna give you a historical breakdown that you were never taught in school. Okay, so the one piece of admiration that I have about the Jews, and they have kept their culture and their history for thousands and thousands of years. Whether they are called the 13th tribe or whatever you want to call them, they have kept their culture and history for thousands and thousands of years. Ain't butt kissing. And regardless of who they took their culture from, hey, it is what it is. But they have maintained it. They have maintained it through a Holocaust. They have maintained it through America's cost. But this is what y'all fail to realize. When a Jewish community gets together, that's 15 to 20 families. Those 15 to 20 families put all their money together to send all their children to college. Not just my babies, oh fuck everybody else. They send all their children to college. 15 to 20 families take out loans and send all their children to college. Now where do they send their children? Each one of their children specifies in a certain department. A certain department. How do they do this? They punch in as a doctor. They punch in as a lawyer. They punch in as a statesman or stateswoman. They punch in as a politician. They punch in with the CDC. They punch in with Homeland Security. And we're talking about people with master's and doctorate degrees that make political science look like a basketball game. They education, position, and power. That's what they concentrate on. Education, position, and power. Now y'all can call them the chosen people all you want to, but be frankly with you people, all they do is they concentrate on putting themselves at the highest level of being able to control yours and our outcome. That's right. When I control your outcome, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing to me. I write all the laws, I make all the rules. Let me tell y'all something, people. Every president works for them, whether you like it or not. So in order for you to understand how this happened, I probably need to take you back. Ask yourself this question. The little bit of history that you do know, partial history. Who are the Pilgrims? Okay, yeah. and they did that. But why were the Pilgrims ran out of Europe? Who taught the Catholic Church how to be a Catholic Church? Because little do y'all know, Caucasians, Caucasoid, Mongoloid, Projectoid, Caucasians, for about the last, I'm saying about the last 8/10 of your century, you were still worshiping Zeus and a little boy having sex with Zeus. When y'all go to the Sistine Chapel, and if you ever go, this is a beautiful sight. Go into it. That's a lot of work. Michelangelo fucked up his neck painting that damn place with all those frescoes. A lot of y'all ain't into art, but I will tell you, get into art. You get into art, you know a little bit more about history, you fine-tune your thought process. So, when you look at who trained the Catholics, and the Catholics got the ass with them and ran their ass the hell out of Europe, okay? But if you go into the Sistine Chapel, you're going to notice that there's a picture where it says it's God touching Adam. It's called the creation of Adam. That's what the Catholics want to call it. What it actually is a damn man by the name of Zeus trying to convince a little boy to join his circle of origins. That's why I told you it's on the right half of the brain. Michelangelo was a genius. He was talking about how deceptive religion can be because you put it on your constructive half of your brain. Back then, in this era we call the Renaissance, want nothing but drinking wine, virgins stepping on grapes while they were on their period, which made the bottle of wine way more expensive because you got blood from a virgin. Secondly, ass fucking little boys. And thirdly, having anal sex with girls that were under the age of 11. And you wonder why it was so easily socially for them to do what they did in slavery. So let's get back to the Pilgrims, shall we? So the Pilgrims come over. What's the first thing they start doing? They start learning how to farm and they fuck up the Indians. You notice that the Pilgrims ate each other. Cannibalism is practiced with these people, believe it or not. Just like it is with white folks. White folks, you ain't totally alone in this little issue. Not gonna let you get off that easy. I came here to police real quick, police history. So, once you skip up past that period, let's go ahead and move to George Washington. George Washington, teeth missing ass, and the rest of his delegates wore white wigs. Now, they wore the white wigs because they were imitating Egypt, but one of the main reasons is the only way a white man knew about Egypt that well is that he had to be the person from that region, what you call the mulattoes, or the so-called the Jews that came down into Egypt, and they learned how to work and worship with us, and these were the mugs that put us out on Front Street, okay? Either way, Washington and his delegates wore their little white wigs to hide their curly nigger hair. If y'all didn't know it, Jews got motherfucking curly hair just like black folks. So how do you hide amongst a bunch of goddamn blonde-haired, blue-eyed people? You put a fucking wig on that says, this is prestige for all candidates of state. They have been in power for so long, you don't even know how far back this shit goes. You have no idea. Look at the word Jesus Christ. That ain't nothing but Christos and Zeus put together. Zeus and Christos. Jesus Christ. That's all it is. So back to George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, all these so-called mulatto cats that you see, even Frederick Douglass marrying goddamn a Jewish woman. See, y'all have no idea how far the rabbit hole goes, man. Y'all think, oh, white, but you have to be descriptive about your white. You understand what I'm saying? Here's a prime example that you don't even see in the front of your daggone face. Once you finish with George Washington and them, you also have to go with Abraham Lincoln. You also have to go to most of the 44-something presidents, including the current one sitting right now. You also have to look at this. Napoleon Bonaparte, Mussolini. You got to look at almost every person that you call a dictator. Now, let me explain the Nazi Germany thing. You have something called thugs. Thugs have been around. That word is about 2,000 to 3,000 years old, the word thug. You had poor Jews, rich whites, or rich Khazars, or Caucasoids, whatever you want to call them, whatever. All right, non-Jewish whites, and then, which were called Germans, blue-eyed, blonde-haired Germans. You had Hitler and his band of thugs. Like I said, they put their money together for education, position, and power. So what did Hitler and them decide to do? Because all the rich Jews said, fuck you, Hitler decided to take out his own goddamn people in power. That's right. Hitler decided to take out his own Jewish family in power. He took them out and stuck their ass in the gas chamber. Now keep this in mind. Hitler's mama was a Jew. Hitler was a Jew. Hitler's related to the Rothschild family. Yes! So Hitler takes out his own damn people. Funded by who? Henry Ford, who cannot stand the Jews. Because he knew about the problem of the Jews before somebody had taught him how to build a car. Yeah, taught Henry Ford how to build a car. And my man, George Washington Carver, taught him the idea of the plant, of putting cars on the assembly line. 2 people put this on, 2 people put this on, 2 people put this on. And why did he hate Jews so much? Because of what the Jews did to the George Washington Carver Institute of Education. See, what y'all don't understand, they make 2 things in play. Like I said, it's a chess game, but there's a person that's watching the game. He gets to see both sides, and he gets to manipulate each other's thoughts by whispering white ear and whispering in black ear. Okay? I don't want to lose my point. But Hitler is no different than these light-skinned, wannabe white politician, mulatto, mixed family people that we have up here that are killing us. Killing us. The only reason why most of these white folks got motivation to do something to black folks is because you got them light-skinned, want to be accepted by white people trying to take us out. If you look at that TV for what it is, you're going to see what I'm talking about, people. You're going to see what I'm talking about. Here's another thing y'all don't look at. We're going to get past the Hitler thing, okay? Real quick. Hitler was a Jew that encouraged and convinced millions of daggone Germans to kill his own people. Now we got black people convincing millions of whites to kill us. White people ain't by themselves in this stuff. Everything you think about is human and spiritual, okay? So, and it's empowered by the Jews, like the Energizer Bunny, little pink rabbit. It keeps going and going. Yes. Look at hip-hop, man. Hip-hop. For those of y'all that don't know, technically, there has never been a white rapper. There's not one white rapper in commercialization process right now. Not one white rapper. For those white people that think you can dance, if you really look at all these Step It Up movies, those people are offbeat. But you think it's dancing because they are all moving in synchronization. And you're like, man, look at all the stuff that's going on. Then when they do it, they shake them up on camera, and you're so excited about the dance, you realize that they're not on beat. Most of those people in those films are Jewish dancers. Secondly, almost every person you've ever seen in hip-hop is a Jew. Eminem is a Jew. Yellow Wolf's a Jew. Rick Rubin, he's a Jew. Beastie Boys, Jews. Third Base, Jews, man. Iggy Azalea, Jew. Nicki Minaj, fat ass in-butt plant Jew, mixed with black. Who else am I missing? And Vanilla Ice, Jew. There has not been one rapper who has came to the stage. Not one. That's white. They may be white in description. They may call themselves Caucasian, but their last freaking name, he kicked Joe Lewis's ass. So you have to understand this rabbit hole goes deeper than you really expected to. Now the main thing that I was trying to give y'all was a little bit of education that you just think is white on black, black on white. There's a lot of white people that are riding for black folks in this Ferguson shit right now. They are armed, they got tactical vest armor because they're tired of the racism. Why? Because I told you before, they got babies. They want to leave a good world to their children. And a lot of you black folks and white folks out there that's single, that ain't got no children, you're not thinking about the aftermath. About where you're going to eat, where you're going to sleep, how you're going to go. What else is going to happen next? Who are the FEMA camps really made for? The FEMA camp is made for whoever fucking loses. But then again, you got to think, why are we even at war? You don't have a job, you don't have education, God damn it, go out there and get it. If you tired of what black people do, be strong enough to confront them and say, hey, why don't y'all stop doing that, man? Do it. I'm going to stop using it. Hey, look, I stopped drinking, I stopped smoking, and I need to control my cussing. I definitely need to stop using N-bomb. But I got to start with myself first. But I feel the need to get issues, problems, solutions put on Front Street so I can educate my people. Now, we got 3 young men, and I really didn't want to mention this. You know, and my wife said, well, baby, you want to do it, go ahead and do it. But I just got to, it's giving me the ass. One, if you check my video post, this brother did not get in the car until he see me in the car. And I will admit, on Google Plus, we are acquaintances. Okay? But I used to admire the way that you tell people certain pieces of information. But then I realized the only thing you keep bringing is the problem. You don't give a solution. And Tommy, TJ Sotomayor, I know you hate black women. You hate black men. And for you to lie to tell people that most of my followers are black, homeboy, no, they're not. See, you don't know how much internet power I got. I work for Homeland Security. You know, like I said, I'm double dipping. Train a couple, do a couple. I'm an IT guy, man. You understand what I'm saying? And this is the problem I got with you. Most of your subscribers are white, so in order to keep your white subscribers, you got to keep a little comfort zone. Kill the nigga, kill the nigga, kill the nigga, kill the nigga. That's all you want to do. That's all you want to do. That's the way, because when you really think about it, is he talking about anything of substance? Is he talking about anything of substance except for black women in their wigs, how black people are? He puts more bad news on the internet about black people. And I say to myself, if you have this much of a flow of information and energy on the internet, why wouldn't you use your superpowers for good? Instead of whining and complaining. And Tommy, let's face facts. You have some weird videos out there that people have discovered. I've seen you with your shirt off. You the type of cat I talk about. Tommy, you don't want nobody to come see you because you're going to go to court. You're going to go to court, Tommy. You're going to go to court. But what happens when one of these fools out here, like some of the brothers I counsel in prison, they come see you? See what you don't understand is there's a hidden universe and a hidden world of brothers that do wet work willingly for the government. They are. And I'm not saying that I can dispatch anything. I'm just saying you need to be careful what you say out of your mouth. You telling people to come see you while your GPS is on. Tommy, don't you know if you got some good organs, there's plenty of white organizations out there that make it look like a gang-related shooting that would take your life and give your organs to some daggone Supreme Court judge or some senator or some candidate for some empowering role, and they will get a Tommy Sotomayor kidney, liver, and heart. Don't play around like you that untouchable because you squatting in people's house and you got Jewish friends just like I do. All right? Now, moving on to my next target of acquisition. Stay on target. Black authority. I love your delivery. I love the way you put your educational vices together. But brother, you ain't no different than Tommy. You hate black women. You hate black people. You want us to stand up to be proud, but you are talking over the ones' heads that don't have their pants up. They can't understand you. You don't attract attention to them. I may not attract enough attention, but bruh, you can attract more attention if you work on the issues, giving the problem, and giving them a solution. You are too educated to be concentrating after Tommy. Why are you worried about Tommy? Why are y'all trying to steal each other's daggone subscribers? It's not about that. It's about educating those who want the free information from YouTube. You three brothers, and I ain't mentioned the third guy yet, y'all can make YouTube a great place to be. Half of these brothers and sisters out here can get an education off YouTube. Y'all can convince some people that if they listen to the format of what we say, history, mathematics, engineering, job creation, employing yourself, empowering yourself, finding a technique and a skill, saving money, exercise, fitness, fusion of people, community, communication, that we can make this world a better place. And I'm going to keep it under 20 minutes. I'm sorry. But you know, I had to talk to one of my elders last night, and he had to check my ass, and I said, you know what? That brother right. And I listen to my elders, man. But this one I'm going to tell you last but not least. Tariq Nasheed, thank God you came out with Hidden Colors 1, 2, and 3. You put together an all-star cast of heavy hitters to let these sisters and brothers know what is going on, what needs to be done. But just like you, Tariq, you got Jewish friends just like I do, and they empowered that video to put more on whites instead of responsibility that they need to take for what they've done to blacks as well. Tommy was right about that, man. Tommy ain't lying when he said, why didn't you talk about the Jewish problem? That's why I felt the need to do what was right and talk about the Jewish problem right there. So as y'all can see, there's a hidden universe of people that are controlling the outcome of black and whites. They control your government, they control your vaccines, your inoculation. Am I hating Jews? No. But I told you, I got 4 friends that are millionaires. They ain't never helped me financially, but they do give me advice. And I do follow up on some of the things I see them do. I see them put a collective community of people together, and they put money together to educate their children, to put their children in positions of power. Black folks, we don't do that. No, black man marries a white man, gets a light-skinned baby, say, fuck everybody else, I'm gonna take care of my little Negro baby and make sure he or she is accomplished. When you can get behind those doors of power and change some laws. Look at the mayor of DC. That's the biggest joke I'm talking about. A mulatto with no sense. He up here, he came and fired all the positions, the police chief, the education. You understand? He fired all positions and then put one Asian woman in charge, who's barely been in the country for more than 14 years. like she knows what America's problems are. You find people that were in their 50s and their 60s that know what America has been going through since 1970, 1960. He went in there and found them, and all you see this BA, NWA doing is jogging. That's fine, homie. Give a good image of comprehensive fitness, but good Lord. Give these children something to be proud of. Tariq Nasheed, you are too intelligent, and you have too much leverage to be messing with Tommy's broke squatting butt. Black Authority, you're too intelligent to be dedicating your time to Tommy. Tommy, you're too intelligent to be talking about NWA crap. Now, y'all can come at me all you want to. All three of you can. But I'm going to tell you this. Listen to me closely. I don't like arguing with men because there's no objective. I'm going to say this once, and I'm not going to make a response video. I'm going to move on with education. This is the thing, gentlemen. We can talk from our desks. We can talk from our vehicles. But if you ain't ready to come see me, if you ain't ready to throw hands with me, because I'm going to tell you, all three of you, and I know you're tight. I know you're tight. I used to mentor young men like you. Homeboy, I will put you in so much fear, and this ain't no homo stuff, but I can make you strip publicly and dance without tips. You have no idea who you're talking to. Brother, I'm not called an Allied jump-off commander for nothing. Keep this in mind. That is a name that was given to me and earned. You understand? Afghanistan and Iraqi people gave me that name. And I'm going to leave it at that. They do not call me the Allied Coalition jump-off commander for nothing, bro. When it gets popping, I get it going. I am so superior on the physical, it makes no sense. I'm surgical with some of these tools you call a gun. So don't go there, man. By all means, make an intellectual response. Keep in mind, we as black people need to stick together. We do not need to be going at each other. And I feel, as you three intellectual brothers, which I will say, that I would not be here if it wasn't for you, Rick Scorpio, TJ Sotomayor, daggone Tariq Nasheed, his empowering movie to make hit colors 1, 2, and 3, the Black Authority. You on my page. I keep my information flow, but I'm telling you, man, as I started to do this, I started to realize, like, man, y'all wasting a lot of time not educating our children. And I'm saying, what is your agenda? What is your agenda? Black Authority, you need to take that post off, and we need to see your damn face. Tommy, you need to concentrate on education, issues, problems, solutions. Tariq, you need to get on that red carpet, and you need to push Hidden Colors 1, 2, and 3. That shit needs to be on the History Channel. It needs to be on the cable network. It needs to be on TNT. Hell, you need to just put it on YouTube. I know you ain't making the profits that you thought you was gonna make because you got brothers out here bootlegging other black man's creation and production. But I do want y'all to do this for me. If you can do anything, put your anger toward me and start educating our people. That's all I ask, man. Put your anger toward me and start educating. I'm not here for hits. I'm here for our kids. I'm not here for hits. I'm here for them brothers in prison. They can't say nothing. They are in there for free for shit they didn't do. And there's more of them coming. And y'all know this. You know it. And you still continue to do this little boy stuff on the internet where people can see you act like a baboon for free. Gentlemen, please stop it. Please, I'm begging you to stop it. Please. Well, I mean, did y'all, unless, okay, I'm gonna lay an apology there. I'm gonna give you intelligent brothers the benefit of the doubt. I think maybe TJ, Tommy Sotomayor, the Black Authority, and Tariq Nasheed all call each other and say, hey man, yo, we running out of ideas, bro. What you think we need to do? Man, shit. Fuck it, man. Let's start talking shit to each other. If that's what y'all doing, all right, fine. Fine, that's fine. Hell with it. I don't know what else to say. Fuck it. I'll sit here and eat cake. But if that's not what you're not doing, and y'all putting feelings involved, I don't know why you're doing it, man. Why you wasting the education time? You guys have at least 60 to 80 years of world experience, of time on this planet experience, and you're wasting it on childish boy charms. That shit is gay to me, man. It's horrible. And you know, I hope you listen to the whole message. Listen to it twice. I'm gonna put your name on it. I am. You know what I'm saying? And it's not for fame, brother. It's not for fame. But it's like, man, you guys could be doing what our Hollywood people ain't doing, what Oprah ain't doing, what the politicians ain't doing. You can change our direction. So what the white people ain't subscribed to you no more? That should not be your goal. Your goal should be having black folks subscribe. We need to run this twerking stuff off the YouTube. We need to run the black on black crime off the YouTube, the black on black violence. Because if you are saying something with substance, I guarantee you these young boys and these young girls are going to ignore it indefinitely. Peace. I'm out.